Hello and welcome to the Boss Squad. This show is a business show with a twist. Here you will learn how to build your brand, we'll give you the tools to shape your destiny, and hopefully you'll be inspired to be all you are called to be. My name's Kubi Springer and I've been doing this for a little bit of a time, but before I get to my journey, I want to start off by saying a big thank you to our sponsors. Big Jam Studios, NT Media, She Builds Brands and Malkia. Thank you so much for sponsoring this season. Now, if you've never ever heard of me before and you've never heard of the Boss Squad, you might be thinking, well, child, what is this all about? Well, during the season, I'm going to do a number of things. First of all, you're going to find that I'm hosting the show here in London and a guy and a girl are hosting the show in New York. Yes, you heard me right. I'm here in London and a guy and a girl are in New York. Now, a guy and a girl, aka Glam and Brian, they are celebrity stylists in New York. They starred Remy Ma. They starred the girls from the Housewives franchise. In fact, you know what? Don't hear what I've got to say. Let's just take a little sneak peek on what they're going to be doing this season.
We are talking fashion, guys. No, we're not talking fashion. We are talking style. A true person of style can recreate 100 times over. You guys should be professionals in being professionals.
She's fly right there. Oh, she got the open jacket.
How we gonna go? Are we going? All right. So it's there for us, guys. Let's get it. Karen should be here any minute. Personal and transitional. Oh, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking about, but okay.
This looks amazing.
Yes, I know. They are juicy, funny, and adorable. So a guy and a girl are going to be co-hosting, but here in London, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some of our Boss Squad members in the studio playing some games. And the aim of the game is very simple. I call it the challenge. It's where I challenge their branding knowledge. And based on what they know or don't know, you will get to learn some branding tips too. And the winner of the challenge gets to sit down with me on the couch. So let's take a little look at some of the challenges that are going to happen over this season. Did I get it right? Let's have a look. It's very simple. I'm going to ask them some quick fire questions. If you know the answer, you say I as loud as you can. Okay?
Great.
I. The person who says I quickest has to answer the question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Sure you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. When is London Fashion Week?
It was 17th to
You
the
didn't
20th.
say I. Oh. I love that Janet was like, she didn't say I. Yeah. So is that an I? Because you didn't say I either, Janet.
I don't know when it is.
Go on then.
Should I say I?
Go ahead.
I.
No. I don't know what that was, but that was a hot, silly mess. So that's coming up across the season. Plus, we also sit down and have some in-depth conversations. For example, I sat down with social media influencer Desti D, and we talked about her journey when it comes to building her personal brand, social media, and mental health. And then we got some Boss Squad members to really dig deep around this subject to give you some solutions and some tips. So let's have a little listen to that conversation. I love it. Now, obviously, Boss Squad is all about empowering people to build their brands and to build the business of whatever their gifts and talents and capabilities are. So what's the business end of your show? How does that work?
So the business end is to the celebration in itself of mental health. I saw that as quite like a gap in the industry, especially in social media, where, you know, social content creators and influencers, we do deal with mental health ourselves. Not a lot of it gets celebrated or exposed, or it wasn't shown in a big light back then. Now that, you know, mental health is being more aware, and a lot of brands and clothing brands are celebrating it or make it more aware, known of it. I wanted to be that. I wanted to use my platform for a good use. And even though it was a big risk in the beginning, because a lot of people thought depression was a negative subject and a heavy thing to talk about, I saw that as a light because it was setting you free. And, you know, people on social media are ready to troll you and ready to just rip something out of your past to make you feel belittled or disrespected or whatever it is. And for me, it was let's celebrate our past. So whoever is ready to come for you or at you, oh, I've already pulled that receipt before, you couldn't pull that on me.
Come on
exactly.
now. Come on.
And that was my thing.
I love it.
It wasn't even to make a profit. It was to support you to become the better version of yourself and to also better your past. Because people focus so much on becoming the better person for like the present moment that it was almost like they forget about the past.
Or they want to hide it, like
they want to bury it,
right?
Because they're ashamed. And for me, I wanted to be that person. I was like, no, we don't forget about the past. We re-celebrate it again.
Absolutely, and we use it to propel ourselves.
It.
Yes. Throughout the season, we're going to go deep, people, and I want to know what you think, okay? So all the information is at the bottom of the screens. Let's make this interactive. Let me know what you think about the topics that we're discussing. And of course, it doesn't stop there. I had to pull on some of my industry friends to get them into the studio with me. For example, Philip Carr. Philip is an events extraordinaire. He's done events for everybody. The Clintons, Nelson Mandela, Bill Gates. Imagine this. He did Nelson Mandela's 79th birthday. 79th birthday. Amazing. So Philip sat down and talked to me about his journey and gave some advice for those of you who are maybe starting out wanting to do premier events. Let's have a listen. So let's start off with, kind of the iconic names that you've done events for. Nelson Mandela, what was that like?
I think that must probably be one of my best life experiences, to meet someone as great as him and just to work with him, and someone that's so compassionate, energetic. I mean, I think every word would go with him, and sort of the surrealism of being in his house and him walking down the stairs and saying, "Hello, my boy," like, "How are you?" And,
love that.
Because he always used to call me my boy. But,
I love that. And you started off by doing his 79th birthday party, is that correct?
Yeah, so I first worked with him on a few events in South Africa. And then obviously when he had come out of prison, he was invited to a lot of functions. So we knew a lot of what he liked to eat, what was his favorite fruit, and
what was his favorite fruit?
Gooseberries.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we became like an expert on the thing. And then when I moved to Australia, a PR company heard that I'd worked with him and asked me for advice and would I do the function. And the first function was this function of 25 businessmen, paying $50,000 a head, and they were all standing in the foyer of the hotel, and the elevator doors open, and he walked out, and they were all standing there because they the leaders in industry, and he walked up to me and he said, "Hello, my boy, how are you doing?"
Nice.
And it was the first person that remembered me or knew me when I first moved to Australia.
Aww.
And it was the most very emotional and touching thing. I also quite liked that he came to me before all these captains of the industry. So,
I love
it's
that.
quite a good look.
Isn't Philip juicy? I agree. And if that's not enough, the Boss Squad members are all over the world. Now, the Boss Squad is an online learning platform where I mentor men and women who are trying to level up. And as a result, we have members who basically do a video wherever they are in the world, and I answer it right here in the studio. So whether they're like Emma, who's in Malaysia, or whether they're like Ashley, who's in Buffalo, New York, they get to do their video, ask me a question, and I'll answer their question. The most important thing with this show is that I want you to sit down, have some fun, but also learn something. We're in a crisis right now. And I don't know about you, but some free information could go a long way, right? So that's the purpose of this show, to help you level up your brand, learn new skills, whether you're working for a company or whether you're working for yourself. We're all brands. And so this show is designed to help you. Now, you might be wondering, well, that's all well and good, but Kubi, are you qualified? You might be sitting down, and that's a justified question. Like, are you actually qualified to tell us anything? Well, let me tell you a little bit about me. I've been doing brand marketing for the last 24 years. Before Instagram, Snapchat, Google, MySpace, before any of them. Anybody remember MySpace? Yes. Before MySpace, I was doing branding. 1996 is when I started. And I started my career working as an intern at MTV, working underneath Trevor Nelson. For those of you who are international, Trevor Nelson is a celebrity DJ, and he had a program called MTV Lick. And so I started my career as an intern working underneath him. Then when I finished my degree, I went all the way to New York and I worked with Puffy. Back then, he was called Puffy. Now, depending on your age, you might know him as P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, even Brother Love. Somebody said to me the other day that he is now going by Brother Love. Hello, P. So I worked with him in New York and we worked on the launch of Sean John clothing line on 5th Avenue. It was a phenomenal time in branding. And I'm going to be honest and say that I got the foundations of my career working from this amazing media mogul. Working with him led me to work with Justin Timberlake on the Justified tour. I worked with Mariah Carey on the launch of the Mimi album in the UK. Eminem. Anybody remember Eminem? Yes, I worked with Eminem on the launch of 8 Mile, the DVD. I'm telling you, I'm showing my age. The DVD launch. We did that for the UK. The launch of the Sex and the City movie, the first one. The good one. You didn't hear me say that. But the first one, we did the launch here in the UK. And by the time I was 26, I was head of marketing for the MOBO Awards. Now, if you're international and you don't know what the MOBO is, MOBO stands for Music of Black Origin, and my job was to run the marketing team and secure all the sponsorship deals. Take a little look at MOBOs.
And the winner is...
The winner is...
The winner...
Winner
is...
MOBO started 18 years ago as a way to celebrate and to honour musical genres that at the time had little recognition and appreciation in the UK. What makes us stand out has always been that we give an opportunity for emerging talent to showcase on the very same stage as established acts.
The first time I performed was here with Craig David and Tinchy when I was, 14, 15 years old. So to be here and be nominated for 4 awards, I'm just honoured. I'm happy to be here.
It's been really special for me actually because in 3 months' time it would be 10 years in the business in the UK. And again, this is the first award that I've actually received in the UK, so it's a real pleasure.
Winning a MOBO is so extra special to us because MOBO music celebrates diversity in music.
Our aim is to build on our success, continue to promote the music we love and have always championed, continue to inspire much of what is fresh and innovative here in the UK and around the world. Bring on the next 18 years.
I love Kanye King. If Kanye, you're watching, I love you, I love you, I love you. So when I was 26 years old, I worked underneath Kanye King as head of marketing for the MOBOs. But my celebrity marketing didn't stop there. I then found myself working with Rio Ferdinand, who is a footballer for all my American viewers. That's soccer. Okay, but it's really football, okay? Not American football, football. So Rio basically is a footballer, and I worked with Rio as he was looking to build his brand to be more than just a footballer, but actually a sports personality. And we did something called Rio's World Cup Wind-Ups. It's where we took starting lineups of the England team, people like David Beckham, Ashley Cole, Rooney, and we punked the starting lineup. And so I was part of the team to help Rio build his personal brand. That's the first 10 years of my career. The second 10 years of my career, I took all of that knowledge and I did 2 things. One, I started to diversify a little bit more and work in luxury brand marketing. So I've worked as an example with clients like Aston Martin. When Aston Martin were looking to really market their brands to high-powered women, I worked with them on something called Her Runway, where we had fashion designers, all female fashion designers from around the world, launch their designs in the Aston Martin dealership. I've also worked with Rolls-Royce. When Rolls-Royce were looking to do something a little bit different, I did a live photo shoot of the Rolls-Royce brand new car. As a part of the launch of that car, we did this amazing shoot. In fact, you know what? Let me stop talking. Just have a look.
Hi guys, my name is Kubi, and as always at She-Boss Brands, we've got an amazingly exciting project. This time we are working with Rolls-Royce. You heard it right, we are doing the official London Fashion Week party hosted at Rolls-Royce dealership in Mayfair, and we're doing it as a part of the debut launch of BossSquad, which are a luxury Turkish women's wear. The idea really came about because I wanted Bauhaus to be connected with the icons of London. The campaign being that Bauhaus comes to London, it was important for them to start off with a shoot on the London Eye, then obviously to debut their Autumn/Winter 16 collection at London Fashion Week, and then really have a bit of a party, a bit of a soiree at, of course, the iconic Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, wasn't it? That was one of my highlight moments, a great time in my career. And I've also worked with international designers, people like Mimpakita from Malaysia, one of the biggest names now in Malaysia. I was part of their team to start to expand their brand internationally. These three girls are amazing. Absolutely love them. And I worked with them on things like the product development, looked at their photo shoot. I actually flew a whole creative team out to Malaysia. We did the photo shoot out there, which was fantastic, and looked at how they could start to internationalize their brand. But today, the thing that I love doing more than working with any of these clients is teaching. And so I go all over the world, whether it be Singapore, Malaysia, Ghana, Amsterdam, or right here in London. I go all over the world teaching people how to build their brands. Because the truth is, you want to know a secret? Come close. Let's do a camera angle this close. The secret is branding is a formula. There's a formula to this thing. Whether you are Rio Ferdinand, Nike, or you watching at home, the formula that I use is exactly the same. The only difference is the number of zeros at the end of the budget that I've got to play with. So what are we going to do in this season? I'm going to teach you the formula. We're going to have some fun, but most importantly, I'm going to teach you that formula. So stick with me. Let's have some fun. Get your notepad and your pens out. It's time for the Boss Squad, and it's time for you to level up. We're going to go all the way to New York after this ad break as a guy and a girl give us some craziness from New York City. All of that after this. Hello and welcome back to the Boss Squad with your girl, Kubi Springer. Today's show is sponsored by Big Jam Studios, NT Media, She Builds Brands, and Malkia. Now, I promised you guys that I am not the only one who's hosting this show. A guy and a girl are one of the biggest style duos in New York. They have styled Remy Ma. They styled the girls from the Housewives franchise. I mean, they have just got it going on. They style LL Cool J's wife. I mean, name it. They are styling them. And they are co-hosting this show with me. What that basically means is every single episode, we fly to New York to find out what they have been up to.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Boss Style on the Boss Squad show. I'm Glam.
And I'm Brian.
And we are a guy and a girl, aka a gang. Yes. If you want to see more of us, definitely check us out on social media at a guy and a girl on Instagram,
Facebook,
all
of that good stuff.
Yes, girl is like GURL, like girl.
And then a stamp at the end.
Okay. But definitely check us out. We are a celebrity style duo out of New York.
We styled Chrisette Michelle,
Remy
Ma, Joseph Sikora,
Diller from Housewives of Potomac, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Ooh, we are not twins.
You're on different blues, so I don't know.
Well, listen, today on Boss Style, we are talking boss. In order to be the boss, you need to look like the boss. You need to be dressed like the boss. And in order to be the boss, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to break the bank. So the catch-22 here is we are going to teach you how to be a boss on a budget. Okay.
Are you ready?
Are y'all ready for this?
Get out of here.
Are they ready?
I think they're ready.
All right, guys. So first things first, what we have to understand is what to buy, number one. Number two, where to buy. And number three, when to buy. You guys got that? What, where, when. You follow me? Okay, cool. Right. Number one, what to buy.
Okay.
Well, first things first. The what to buy is where we maximize our wardrobe.
Okay, so for me, and I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Those are versatile, staple pieces to maximize your closet. You need a black blazer, a black suit jacket. That goes with anything in your closet. It works with things outside of work. It can go from day to night.
We want to be able to remix our wardrobe. We want to be able to make it look different. Women, it's pretty much the same. Like you said, black is always a wonderful thing to put in your closet. Number 2, guys, is neutrals. Neutrals. And the reason we're saying neutrals, because remember, again, we're maximizing our wardrobe. So in doing that, if we keep our colors neutral, number 1, it's not so noticeable, right? So we can rewear it again. And you know we live in this time of Instagram where we can't rewear anything, because once you take a picture, it's a wrap. So if you keep it neutral, then it's less noticeable and you can rework those things time and time again.
Speaking of time, make sure it's timeless.
Hello, that's number 3.
And when we're speaking of timeless pieces, make sure it's not something that's trendy. Something that you can wear 5 years from the time that you bought it.
There's a time, you know, for trendy clothes, but not when you're working on a budget. When you're working on a budget, you need your clothes to work for you. That basic, you know, black suit, the basic black jacket, the basic pencil skirt, you know, or a basic A-line skirt, the basic white button down, the basic white camisole for ladies, a basic pump, a basic black pump. These are must-haves. These are basic. Wardrobe. So you guys kind of got what to buy? All right, so we're gonna move on to number 2. So number 2 is the wear. Where are we shopping? You want to tell me some places we're shopping?
One of my favorite places.
Don't tell me my favorite places. I want to tell my own favorite places.
You can tell your own favorite place. Zara is one of the best places to buy your staple, timeless, neutral, versatile pieces.
What you got on?
This is Zara.
Oh, okay.
And this is something that's timeless. I could wear this to, maybe not an interview, but I could wear this to a wedding. I could wear it 5 years from now to a baby shower.
Well, you can wear it as a boss.
I can wear it as a boss. You can I'm sitting here as a boss. That's what y'all need to know.
My number 1 top place to shop, he laughs at me all the time. Everybody laughs at me, but Nordstrom Rack. Nordstrom Rack, I got something for literally, it said a penny.
She's not lying.
When I left that store with that item for a penny, I felt like I stole something. I really did. House of CB has some amazing things. We all know Fashion Nova is killing the market. Misguided is good. That's a good boutique. H&M, I have some things from H&M you can definitely maximize there, both men and women.
Another place for men and women I don't think a lot of people know is Suit Supply. Suit Supply is men and women's suits for under $400. Yeah.
Century 21.
There you go.
We love Century 21.
The both of us. Now we'll agree on that one.
Let's talk the when to buy. When to buy is important because
end of season
is
the best time.
Great time.
They're getting rid of their inventory for the next season.
Also, department stores often do sales during the holidays.
Thanksgiving, Christmas time, like right before those big holidays. Those are very good times to shop.
Absolutely. We love shopping in vintage stores. Okay,
yes.
So you can definitely get bang for your buck.
The Goodwill.
In a vintage store, the Goodwill, a good secondhand store. Definitely, this is where you really get the bang for your buck. Go shop your grandmother, your grandfather, your mother's closet. Baby.
Oh, in my case, my grandma has a barn with stuff in it.
Listen,
I want a barn.
Yes. So other than that, guys, I think we want to. We're gonna show you a little something. Okay, we got a little something to show you. Okay, just follow us real quick. Follow us. All right, guys. So now here we are. We pulled a couple pieces out of our very own closets that are items on a budget. Yeah, that we got on a budget.
So this is from Century 21. It's just a gray charcoal suit. It's simple, and this probably, you know what? It cost me less than $200. So I want to say maybe like $180 for the entire suit.
Wow.
It was on sale on top of sale, so I think I paid a good $180 for it.
That's a deal.
That is a steal.
Deal on a steal.
I feel like I stole something. This is just a printed pant. Okay. This is from ASOS. So this is a no-brainer. You put this on with a t-shirt, button down, and just a regular white sneaker, like a common project sneaker, which is no more than $200.
You know what? I'm gonna jump in for a second. Go ahead. Let's start with this. This is really cool. It's by Something Navy, but I got it from Nordstrom Rack. And what's dope about it is it can be worn as a dress, it can be worn as a jacket. It's silky. You know the red tag. You know what the red tag means?
That means it's dirt. Dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap, okay? So I will be a boss for $23.98. I just want you to please know, okay? And then I had to go get this for you guys to see, okay? So this is from my chic de chic grandmother's closet. Do you see the buttons on this?
Yeah.
It has a cute skirt to it. Look at this. This is an excellent way to shop on a budget. You don't have to spend anything. So guess what? Then you have more money to spend on your shoes, on your bag, on your accessories. And lastly, this little jacket here, which just looks so smart. It looks so sophisticated. You can wear it with anything from a pair of slacks like this and give it that moment to a pair of denim and call it that moment and be a boss in any situation. It's also I got from Nordstrom Rack for under $50. Wow. All right, guys, so at this point, we have to bid you adieu. I know, it's so sad, right? But you guys should definitely be prepared to be a boss on a budget. Thank you for watching Boss Style. I'm Glam.
And I'm Brian.
And we're a guy and a girl. And you can follow us at A Guy and a Girl, GURL, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Wow. That's my response. Okay. Wow, wow, and more wows. Okay. When we come back from the ad break, we're going to be talking to Anna in Ghana. In fact, Anna has got a question for me and I'm going to answer it. It's all about luxury real estate. All of that after this. Hello and welcome back to the Boss Squad with your girl, Kubi Springer. Today's show is sponsored by Big Jam Studios, NT Media, She Builds Brands and Malkia. Thank you so much for sponsoring this season. I am telling you, I am so excited by this part. We have got one of our Boss Squad members. Her name is Anna in Ghana and she's got a question for me. So let's go and hear what Anna has to say.
Hello, Boss Squad, and welcome to Ghana. My name is Anna Akutu, and I'm a member of the Boss Squad. I love being a part of the Boss Squad because no matter where you are in the world, you get to feel like you're in the same room with Kubi and your members. You should join, it's fantastic. We are at the Villaggio in the capital of Ghana, Accra. Villaggio sets the precedent for premier luxury apartments in West Africa. I'm currently in their central garden, and as you can see, their facade is inspired by the famous Ghanaian kente cloth. Take a look at this. I'm here to show you the fantastic features of Villaggio office. We are currently at the highest point in Accra, which is also the second highest residential building in West Africa. Take a look at the fantastic view at office. It's awesome and you can enjoy it whilst you swim.
As a luxury real estate marketing consultant, I work together with sales teams to create bespoke plans that powers their brand, taking them on a journey to discover endless possibilities.
I fell in love with real estate because of its dynamic nature. You could literally craft anything out of bare land. I'm excited to take you through all the variety of real estate properties we have in Ghana. Let's go. I am at the Riviera Residence at the affluent East Legon area in Accra. The Riviera Residences offer value for money with designer-style lakeside apartments, perfectly located for work, living, and relaxation. Still under construction, the Riviera Residence is set to be completed in December 2020.
Ghana's thriving economy allows young entrepreneurs to develop real estate and put their names on it.
The penthouse at Legacy Square offers a generous private terrace, which is perfect for holding large parties. Take a look. It is fantastic. Lovely pergola, lovely bar, all with wooden hints. I love it. Totally love it. What do you think, BossSquad?
The Signature introduces a stunning collection of luxury apartments set on twin towers and crowned with a penthouse. Its unique design was inspired by the historic and cultural significance of Ghana's Edinkra symbol, Mframadan, which denotes resilience, strength, and sturdiness. Discover entirely new upscale living in the prestigious Cantonment area. 48 units of space and luxury at Park Apartments introduces you to quiet and private living juxtaposed with vibrant Accra. Set in Vume, a beautiful town 93 kilometers from Accra, this is the perfect holiday home. A luxury lake house, it is designed and structured to give you a zen and relaxing holiday feel. Vume is in itself a town famous for pottery, and you can take a tour of the town to enjoy the arts and culture it offers. Tresako Valley is a household name for premier luxury villas in Accra. Palm-lined lanes and exquisite homes places you right in the lap of luxury.
The Polo Apartments is the only equestrian property in Accra. Take a look at the superb views you get of the polo field as well as of the stables. This makes Accra a truly diverse and dynamic real estate area. So, Kubi, can you help us out? How do luxury real estate agents in Accra get their prospective clients to come out to do viewings during this pandemic where everybody wants to stay at home? Over to you, Kubi, and thank you, BossSquad. See you later.
I don't know about you, but wasn't some of those properties beautiful? Oh, it makes me want to get on a plane right now. All right, Anna, babes, here we go. You want to know, how do you really start to get people to notice your properties and come into your properties considering all that's going on? All right, there's a couple of things that I'm going to tell you, Anna, and those of you at home, if you've got your notepads and your pens, if you're in luxury real estate, you might want to hear this too. There are a couple of things. Number one, I think it's really important, just like what Anna's doing, is to use video marketing. You want to use video marketing not just to show the amazing bird's eye view of the property, which is what Anna's done, not just to show the interior, but you also want to use video marketing to show the neighborhood. Particularly if you're looking at attracting people from outside of the market. So in Anna's case, if you're looking to get people from outside of Ghana to buy property in Ghana, they don't know the area. They don't know the neighborhood. So use video marketing to be able to show them what is going on around the property as well. Where are they going to live? Give them a feel and a sense of the surroundings as to where they might live. The second thing that you want to do when it comes to real estate is you really want to speak to the lifestyle of the customer. Yes, the property is amazing, but what about things like the schools? What sort of schools are available for us to be able to put our children into? What do the shops look like? What is the neighborhood like? What sort of extracurricular activities are there? So you showed, for example, some of the horse racing, etc. But what does the beach look like? So you really want to speak to the lifestyle of the customer. The next thing that you want to do is really think about the digital experience. You've got your video marketing, but what is the customer journey on the website? In other words, what happens when I see your video and then go to your website? What happens then? What is my customer journey on that website? You want to look at what the data is telling you with your website. For example, what's your bounce back rate? For those of you who don't know, a bounce back rate is when you go onto a website and it tells you how quickly somebody comes off the website. So if I click, for example, www.shebillsbrands.com and I go onto my personal website, if I don't go to the about page or I don't go to another page on the website and I only spend 10 seconds on the home page and then I come off, that means my bounce back rate is only 10 seconds. Does that make sense? So what happens is, you want to be able to work out how effective your website is based on the data behind your website. Now, those of you who don't have any data, don't have any web analytics, you might be like, what? How do we even get this data? Well, there's a very, very simple tool to use on the market. It's called Google Analytics. Make sure your website is connected to Google Analytics, and Google Analytics will be able to tell you things like what the bounce back rate is. It'll also be able to tell you what the customer journey is on your website. In other words, what pages are they clicking on? This is super important because depending on what pages they visit the most, that will tell you what you put on your homepage. Yeah. So the other thing as well is that beyond your website, think about the digital experience in terms of what they get for email marketing. In other words, everybody's got a mobile. Are we doing email marketing to them? Are we doing it too often or not often enough? In our e-marketing campaigns, are we using videos or just text? Are we using pictures? Like, you really want to think about your email marketing, and you want to expand that to look at your social media marketing. How are you creating a luxury experience on your social media marketing that makes me feel like, oh my, I need to learn more about these houses? So Anna, I hope that helps. And I just want to add one more thing to Anna and all of you out there who are in the real estate game. Remember that people buy people. So your customer service is everything. Whether that be the chat box that you use digitally, whether that be the person who answers the phone in the office, whether that be the person who shows you around with the house, you want to make sure that the people you employ are real effective brand ambassadors for your organization. Whenever I work with clients, I say to them, your number one customer is your staff. Your staff are your number one customer because your staff need to buy into the brand first. They need to believe in your brand first so that they can effectively represent your brand and effectively sell your brand. So I hope that helps you. Did you take some notes, child? Did you? Did you take some notes? I hope you did. I'm going to go to an ad break, and when I come back, we're going to be flying all the way to New York to find out what a guy and a girl have been up to. Hello and welcome back to the Boss Squad with your girl, Kubi Springer. I hope you're enjoying the show, and if you have just tuned in, where have you been, child? We have already gone to New York and back again, and we're about to go back to New York. My guys, a guy and a girl, aka Glam and Brian, they are talking to people about luxury fashion brands.
Hey guys.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome to Boss Style with a guy and a girl. I'm Glam.
And I'm Brian.
Brian is literally gagging over this episode. Like, this is definitely his episode. You want to tell him why we're out here, friend?
Listen, we're standing in the streets of the fashionable Soho, New York to be exact, to see if some of these people know how to pronounce the biggest designer names in fashion.
You guys want to wear them, so let's see if you can say them. Follow us. Ow. Follow us. Follow us. Hey. Follow us. Follow us. Hey. I need to find somebody.
Thank you.
What about these two? We had a question for you guys. They may or may not be. Hey guys. Does anybody want to play a game? Okay, cool. No worries. Anybody down for a game? It's a fun game. It's about designers. You guys like designer clothing?
How long is it going to take? It's not going to take long.
About 5 minutes.
You guys look like you know what you're doing.
Down? You know
okay.
I think you know design.
We'll be the judge of that.
You pretty fashionable?
No?
No.
You're in the fashion streets.
The artist though.
Oh, the artist. Okay. So let's get it. Let's get it. You guys ready? Okay, so we are going to play a song for you. And we want to know if this word, your first designer is this. This is our first designer, is pronounced correctly in the song. True or false, okay? True or false that you saying correctly?
You and your friends, this Hermes from Runway, this ain't Ralph Lauren. Tell them again.
This ain't Ralph Lauren. Is that the correct pronunciation? This ain't Ralph Lauren.
This Hermes from Runway, this ain't Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren. Depends on you know which country you're from.
But let's talk about the designer.
Ralph Lauren. Drake may be right on this one.
Okay, so you're going with Drake, not yourself. Who do you have confidence in? You or Drake?
Ralph Lauren. I'm going Ralph Lauren.
You're going Ralph Lauren?
I'm going Ralph Lauren.
All right. Talk.
That's Ralph Lauren. And a lot of people say Lauren as if it's fancier. It's like Target.
I'm going to say he's correct.
I think he pronounced it wrong, you know, for the sake of the song. So I feel you, Drake, but false.
It's Ralph Lauren. It's American.
True or false?
True. True. I would pronounce it Ralph Lauren.
Okay. Any reason why, or that's just what?
Because I read American English.
It's true.
True.
You say true?
Yes.
Okay.
What if we told you it was false? Brian, tell them how it's pronounced.
It's Ralph Lauren.
How you guys pronounce this designer, okay? You guys ready?
I'm sure you're going to get this one right.
Here we go.
The next one.
Go.
Hermes.
Hermes.
Okay, you got enough tries. That was right. Hermes.
Ding, ding, ding. Go, Lulu. 2 for 2.
Hermes. Hermes. Hermes.
Hermes.
Hermes.
The
Okay.
H is silent.
Hermes.
Hermes.
Yeah. All right, we all agree?
Hermes, okay.
The H is silent.
Hermes.
Oh, confident.
I used to work for them, so yeah.
Oh, sure.
You have it. Were they right, Brian?
That was right.
That was
Hermes.
right. That was right. You go, girl. All right, so we have this one. We want to see if you guys can pronounce this. I'm sure you guys can pronounce this one. Here we go.
Moschino.
Ah.
Easy.
Okay.
Moschino. Moschino. Moschino.
Moschino.
Ah. You want to give it another try? Or you sticking with it?
Moschino.
Mosquito?
No, not mosquito.
I think it's Moschino. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
That's actually right.
That's correct. Go, girl.
You are correct.
It is Moschino.
Okay.
Ah.
Moschino?
Final answer?
I've never heard this brand before. Or this design. I'm serious.
It's
Pardon me, fashion people.
Oh, shit. Now I'm going back to grammar school. Like, I got to go back to all my Meek Mill songs right now in my head. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
It's Moschino.
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 Moschino?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
You want to see it again?
Like mosquito? But mosquito?
Correct.
Wow.
Moschino.
All right, we're locking in those
Final
words.
answer.
Final answer.
Buzz it in.
It's the CH part in it.
Yeah, it's a CH for you,
That's the
right?
C,
It was
yeah.
a CH for you.
Gotcha.
All right, well.
All right.
Tell him.
So you're 0 for 3.
Oh, Third one, everyone should know this. This is a household designer.
Oh.
Okay.
YSL.
YSL. All right.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Ooh, okay.
Give us one more time.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent?
Oh.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Ooh, give us one more
Is that your
time.
final try?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Ooh.
Girl, if you don't say it the right way.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
All
That's
right,
right.
let's go.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Here we go, Lulu. What you got, baby?
Don't go out and say like it's Balmain or something. It's Balmain.
She is acing this.
Balmain.
Say it again.
Balmain.
You gotta tell the people one more time.
Balmain.
Balmain.
Ah.
Balmain.
Balmain.
Yeah.
Balmain.
Sticking with that?
Balmain, but how do people say that? Yeah, I've never heard anybody say it wrong.
What if we told you that you all were wrong?
Yeah, I learned it from the Kardashians.
Oh.
I'm so excited that we're talking about the Balmain campaign and the Wolves shoot. This is like an old Pierre Balmain.
Balmain. Balmain.
Slam dunk, baby. Because when I'm in Soho, I shop at Balmain.
You know what? I wish the confidence made you right.
Balmain.
Oh, with confidence.
Balmain.
With
Balmain.
confidence.
Balmain.
With confidence.
Balmain.
All right, now I'm going to tell you.
Okay, Givenchy. I'm gonna go with Givenchy.
Okay.
Givenchy. I'm not gonna get it.
You are right. Girl, you are wrong, honey.
Givenchy. What do you say? Givenchy.
Okay.
I say Givenchy, but I'm gonna go with Givenchy because I know it's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Givenchy?
Okay. Givenchy.
Okay. Oh, Givenchy.
Oh.
Givenchy?
Oh.
Givenchy?
Okay. Over.
Can I phone a friend real quick?
Here we go, guys. What you guys think? She has this in the bag, right?
Yeah, I think so. Hervé Leger? Hervé Leger? I guess.
I'm gonna go with Hervé Leger.
It is Hervé Leger.
Oh yeah.
Hervé Leger.
I have no idea. I've never heard of that. Hervé Leger?
Y'all ready?
Oh,
Y'all not ready.
I'm big ready.
Hervé Leger.
Yeah, like loosen up. Loosen up. Loosen up. Try it again. There we go. Get loose. All right. What you got?
Oh, wait, I think I know it. I think it's
All
like
right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Killer, a liar, assassin, vet, mom, villain, Balenciaga.
I think she said it correct.
She got it?
It's Vecmore, yeah.
Like, Lulu, you are shutting it down. There are going to be people in Soho, they're not going to like you too much, okay?
Listen.
Vehement.
I'm going to be very American and say it's vitamin.
That's what I was gonna say, but it's not.
Can I see it again?
Yeah, let them see it again. So how would you pronounce it?
I think it's Vetements.
Close.
What would you say that word is?
Vehement. I'm going with that mom, yeah.
You better do it.
Right.
Lulu got this. She got everyone already. Like, she definitely got this.
I'm scared.
You scared?
Yeah.
Nah, Lulu's not scared.
Drove me crazy. I can't even pronounce nothing. Pass that for Stacey.
Pass that for Stacey.
You sound confident.
I wish that's how we call it. I wish that was the name. It's Versace.
Versace.
Versace. He says it's Versace. Final answer?
Yes.
Versace. Versace.
Ah, Versace. This is a tricky one, ladies. Here we go. What do we got? What do you guys think? Lulu's the champion? Here we go, Lulu. What you got?
Bam.
I'm just gonna call it low. I know it's wrong, but I never even seen that.
Just low, the same thing.
All right, we're sticking with low, guys. And it does not get low.
Low wavy.
Low wavy.
Yeah, it's not low, honey.
Oh, you're so close. Give it to her, Brian.
Low wavy.
Low wavy. Right?
Oh, that's what it is?
Are you?
Loves it.
I love your mom for loving low wavy.
Okay, you are certified. And you slayed.
Bye, Lulu. Thank you so much.
Enjoy lunch. Finally, we found one person on this street so far that knew every single designer.
Honey.
The baby spoke fashion.
She scored 100.
How did you do at home?
We want to know.
How
Listen.
did you do? It has been the most fun. Brian has literally gagged the entire show all through the streets. So we are a guy and a girl. GURL as in girl. See you soon.
Bye.
I don't know about you, but I love that segment. A guy and a girl are all the way crazy. I love them. Let me know by hitting us up. All the contact information is at the bottom of your screens. What do you think of that segment? Do you know how to pronounce the designer names? Or are you one of these people who are faking it till you make it? Are you like, does it like just go underneath your tongue? Or do you actually know how to say it? Let me know. Hit us up. I want to hear from you. Guess what? We come to the end of the show. Did I hear somebody say, "Aww"? Yeah, I know you said it. I heard you. Oof, man, I've so enjoyed today's show. As always, I need to wrap up by thanking our sponsors, Big Jam Studios, NT Media, She Builds Brands, and Malkia. And a big, big thank you to you for watching. As I always say, before I disappear, make sure you build your dream, shape your destiny, own it without apology. See you next time.